fix my scoliosis. Ugh. I wanted to come on here and do this because the other night I was sitting there and I was like, we don't have much little people representing us out in the world right now and in media. And so it got to thinking, and I was like, what comes up when you type dwarfism on YouTube? It was very comedic, because if I was a teenager, even like my little cousin's age, who's like 6, let's say when I was 6, there was such a thing called YouTube. If I typed in dwarfism into that, I would be very confused about like my identity, how people see me, how I'm perceived in life, how other people like expect me to be. But I'm wondering like what else is on there. So this is kind of just an exploration of that. I've been pretty interested in looking up on different websites like how little people are represented. I want to start it off with this video.
Unfortunately, I am an actor, which means that I am unemployed. And on top of that, I am black and a little person, which means that I am very unemployed. I decided to fix that. Honey, franchises are where the money resides. If you don't have a disability, don't claim you have a disability. And that's on what, babe?
Now, when it comes to traveling,
give us a scenario.
Alfredo, thank you so much. Infantilize. Okay.
Can you do cross-legged?
No, not really. I just normally sit in a chair.
Is it?
Nice, yeah. Shall I sit down now?
Yeah, please. Wow, he hopped on the chair.
It's called Little Person in America.
My name's Kara Reedy. I'm a writer and podcaster living in New York City. As a dwarf, or little person as it's sometimes called, my body is always on display. I'm stared at, followed, had the word midget screamed at me, and been discriminated against at work. Midget villages were built, and
Where the
watch
hell
people
are
with
those?
dwarfism
Take
live
me
their
back.
daily lives.
And when you go in here, you're going to see 150 here.
America's obsession with our size.
You go out in public and you can't not be perceived. Little people don't have the opportunity to even turn the switch off for a moment, no matter what age they are, you know? And yes, if you have dwarfism, you can be entitled. Entitled to compensation. Do you want to work hard to be in the industry? Or do you just want to make money based off of your body structure? And that's like the battle, the inner battle in here, in myself as well. Occasionally, there are jobs I don't want to do because I've moved beyond that spiritually. There's nothing wrong with little people wrestling. What's wrong is putting an idea on it before you go and enter that space. Wrestling is already an exploitive sport. You're literally watching people hurt themselves for entertainment. That is so hard, the balance that takes.
I left with sort of like a complicated perception. In one hand, like, they're super athletic. They're very talented at what they do.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Does it hurt the cause? And I don't know. Los Angeles, where for generations the image of little people has been defined.
That people are shocked that I'm not married to like a Keebler elf. You know? I don't the last acceptable black face in the world.
Everybody who has dwarfism has to kind of come out of that and work through it. And it can take a really long time. When did you have that moment where you're like, I'm going to figure this out?
When I was 35 years old, where I turned the corner and I finally accepted this is my circumstance.
We are gonna sage this space before we go on. That one had us reflecting a lot. I'm sending you good energy without the expectations and validation of other people. You know, someone just asked me the other day, what's something that you want? And I did say validation, that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing good with my life, that it's going somewhere, that stuff we put out there is for the greater good. Read your fortune. Okay, let me get those oracle cards. Hold on. Not letting the validation be my motivation anymore. I know, now I'm kind of regretting saying that. I mean, it does sound kind of vapid to be like, I want the recognition and the validation that what I'm doing is good. I should just say to myself, if you enjoy it, there's your validation right there. Like, as long as your personal power isn't being taken away. We saw little people in America, now we're going to see little people in the Philippines.
I've been dreaming this small community designed for small people like us.
Piri Berry is desperate to improve the lives of little people in the Philippines. His grand idea is to build a village far from the city where little people can live with dignity.
Oh my God, give him my number.
It seems that it's very hard for us to combine with the big ones.
I wish we had more LP
buying
business
things like that, you
owners.
know. So you have to maintain the quality. That's why it's really different if you own your own business.
Perry's wife is a regular height. She cooks food for him to sell.
I love cooking, so that's why maybe Perry was madly in love with me, because for my hobby, I have good in cooking, I think.
Okay, gonna be honest, the only little person I know who seems like a good cook is probably Aubrey. Cooking is freaking hard when you're in a kitchen that is not built for you. There's nothing more annoying than using tools that are boiling when they're like eye level to you. Or like having to move a stool like 50 times in 1 hour just to like make some pasta or some shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Thank you.
Create things out of nothing, because all these things are all
Okay, but
scrap.
shout out to a little person sitting on a stool while using another stool as a table.
Out of nothing, I just create
I love
some
to see
business out
that
of
that
it.
is universally
So I buy this one,
accepted.
and our fingers is big, but the bones inside is too small. Likewise in our legs.
Okay, I've never heard that.
In the Philippines, little people have always been treated as the court jesters. Many still see working as entertainers as their best chance to make $1.
Yep, know that struggle. Oh no.
This place is Hobbit House.
You
You
white
meet
tourist.
different kind of people.
No.
Different people coming from different countries.
Jim doesn't believe any of his employees are being exploited.
It's giving them a sense of community.
But can he explain why little people...
I've been dreaming this small community.
Did he end up
if we
making
are together, it's
Googling
very
this.
easy for us, the future of our children.
Oh, this article is about a different family who wants to do the same thing.
This switch is too high, so I can't reach it.
But I requested our electrician to transfer here.
Literally more inclusive than my own landlord.
I want to prove that we don't need to be laughed at, so we can earn our own money. We can have a living of our own.
Amen, girl.
When I was... This here is my future university, and I want to be the first small people to be a lawyer.
All part of
That's
Perry's
good
plan for building
parenting.
his new community.
Did they actually create this? Can't be the land, can it?
Big dreams for little people in the Philippines. Yeah!
They want to escape daily harassment and ridicule by starting a dwarf-only community on a plot of land in Manila. Monday, August 2011. Oh my god. 35-year-old bartender works at Manila's only dwarf bar, the Hobbit House, the one we just saw in the documentary. Philippines has had a long-standing fascination with little people. Duh, who doesn't? Popular Filipino legend dictates that the mother must have been watching dwarf TV while she was pregnant. An investor donated 16,000 square meters of land. So did they make it or not? They just used it as a clickbait piece. Let's see what else is on the docket. A mega famous little person who I didn't even know about. His name is Nelson Ned, and I wanted to watch him perform. Oh, he died in 2014. Brazilian singer-songwriter, performed in US, Latin America, Europe, Africa. Holy shit, okay. First Latin artist to sell 1 million records. A little person. Do they ever talk about that? Nope. Some of his children are singers, a doctor, a singer, an acrobat. Oh, I'm ready for this.
Amor desse mundo, veja bem, não me rendo, eu sou caprichoso.
They're saying that caprichoso means stubborn, a person who is very his or her their way. Wow, performed at Carnegie Hall and Madison Square Garden. Love it already.
Happy birthday to you, my love. Fracasso.
O dinheiro pode comprar o corpo de uma mulher.
I think that's about him being a born-again Christian.
La verdadera sabiduría. El dinero puede comprar una farmacia.
I'm not sure what he's saying, but he's talking about like money isn't everything. I think I'm wrong. I'm like way wrong. I'm not sure. I have DMs. Yes, this is me micro wrestling. I'm all the way over on the right. I'm so triggered by this. But you can see me here. Yes, I was on season 4 of Glow. We only got to film episode 1 and then it got canceled. I'm like arguing with an audience member before I get in the ring. My tag team partner is the one who's standing. What did you find on Reddit? A scooter? I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered. Well, it has been super fun. Thank you to everybody for stopping by. If you enjoyed it, let me know. You want to see more of something or a certain segment, you want to see me talk about something, please let me know. I love looking at different kinds of pop culture daily. And I thought, like, why not give myself the opportunity to do it with other people? I love chilling in the same room as someone and just scrolling the phone together, and this was so much fun. Thank you. We'll do it again.